everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who still don't know me, my name is Morgan Therian, and today we're going to take a look at some basic editing steps to use in the editing software Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, once we get into Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm going to show you guys how to bring your clips into the timeline sequence, going over some of the program's basic features, including how to add graphics to your video clips, as well as adjust your audio levels as needed. All right, with that being said, let's dive in.
Alright everyone, so this is the welcome page you'll see when starting up Premiere Pro. This is where you are going to start your project if you don't have any, and as you can see to the right, once you start creating projects, you will find your past projects over here on the right that you can go back and return to. But for our purposes, if you're starting a new video, you're going to go to New Project. After clicking New Project, you'll see this catalog menu pop up, and at the top here, it gives you the option to name your project. For this, we're just going to call it Editing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go down and hit OK. After hitting OK, Premiere Pro will open up your Project tab window. Here is where you are going to have everything you need to start editing together your video clips. But before we can begin editing, we first need to import the video and audio clips we are going to be using. As you see down here at the bottom left corner is a box that says Import Media to start. You can actually import your media two ways. One, you can click and drag a file onto the box here to import, or you can go up to File, Import. Once you hit import, you then will be redirected to your downloads and documents tabs where you can then choose your files that you'd like to import. So for example, I'm going to go down and select some footage here. Select your clip and then press import. And now your file has been imported into Premiere Pro for editing. Alright, as you can see here, I've queued up some clips to use for our editing. Once you have your chosen clips into your project bin here, you then can go and individually select one by double-clicking on it. And as you can see, the video will appear up here on the left top corner in the source window. This blue bar here will allow you to click and slide to different parts of your video. Once you find the part you want, what you're going to do to crop it and to select that part is you're going to hit the I on your keyboard. This is your in mark for in. And then once you get to the spot where you want to stop your video, you're going to hit O for out. So this is your in and out. And now you can then, once you're done, either just drag the entire clip into your timeline sequence here by clicking and dragging. Or if you just want to select a clip and only drag it in with no sound, you'll see here this square button to the left says drag video only. And if you want to drag in only the sound from the video, this wavelength button on the right is drag audio only. So once you have selected and cropped your desired clips and dragged them into your timeline sequence, you will see this blue vertical bar, which is known as your playhead. The playhead bar is what will allow you to move to any position you want in your timeline sequence. So when it comes to editing your audio and video in your timeline sequence, you will see to the left-hand side your layers, and they are labeled V1, V2, V3, and A1, A2, A3. V standing for your video layers and A standing for your audio layers. The layers are not only great for organization between your video and audio clips in your timeline, but it also allows you to single out any layers you may want. For example, if you are working with just your video clips and you have a separate audio track, but you just want to hear the video tracks by itself when editing the sound, you can go to your audio track and mute it. So that way you will only hear any sound coming from your video track and not the audio track. Let's say you have multiple video tracks and you're tweaking the track above your main one, and you want to make sure that while you're tweaking that one that you do not touch or move anything from the track below. You can then go and lock the track, and this way you cannot accidentally touch it, move it, edit it. It will keep everything in place so you can edit all the tracks around it. Another cool feature that Premiere Pro has in here is that you can just go to a track yourself, and if you want to add anything, you can hit this voiceover record button and record your voice right there, and it will add it in. The bar at the bottom here is what will allow you to zoom in or zoom out on the section of video your playhead is over in your timeline. This comes in handy if you are going to crop your video. So let's say I want to crop this video so it starts right when the people are moving across the crosswalk here. I can go to the end and you will see this red bar and arrow pop up at the end. This is your crop tool. And all you need to do to crop is to click on the end and drag it into the starting point where you left your playhead on and release. And now your video has been cropped down to start when the people start walking across. Let's say there is a section of audio that you do not want in your timeline sequence, or a particular image from a clip that's in the center. The best way to go about removing those is with the razor tool. The razor tool will help you take out any unnecessary parts or segment any piece of your audio or video clip as needed. The razor tool is great for removing any unwanted like ums or uhs, or if there is a section of audio where the volume suddenly spikes up, you can section that off with the razor tool and lower the volume separately for that one piece from the rest of your clip. And of course, probably one of the most important features to keep in mind is the shortcut of Command Z or Control Z. So in case you accidentally delete something, you can press Command Z and it will undo that action.
When your videos are placed side by side in your timeline sequence, they will cut from one to the other, often known as a jump cut. If you are looking for a smoother way to transition your video clips from one to the other, this is where you will go to your Effects tab. Once you click on that, to the right hand side, you will see a bunch of different folders, and one of them is labeled Video Transitions. For example, if you're looking for any dissolve or fade transitions, these are going to be under your dissolve folder, and when you click on that, the down arrow, you will see a bunch of options pop up. Your dissolves are going to be your smoother transitions. Those are going to be the most natural to use, but if you are looking for more creative types of transitions, you can go down and use any of the ones called page peel, slides, wipes, and zooms. Those will give your videos a little more dramatic, fun effect when transitioning from one to the next. As I stated earlier, Premiere Pro is great in that it allows you to drag and drop features, so the same goes for these effects tools. Once you find the one you want, you're going to click and drag it and add it in between your two video clips. Once you have it there, you can then double click on it to adjust the amount of time that it will run for, or you can zoom in and go to the end, just like as if you're cropping a video. You can also crop the transition effect to make it shorter or longer. On Adobe Premiere Pro, you can also have the option of adding text onto your videos. You'll first position the playhead over the section of video that you want your text to appear on, and then you will go up to File, New, and then under New you will select
legacy title. Once you do that, a box will pop up and allow you to set your dimensions for your text as well as name it. Then click OK. And then once there, you will see your frame pop up that you put your playhead on, and to the left you'll see the T for text, and once this tool is selected, you can go and click anywhere on the image and start typing whatever you want. If you want to reposition it, you will then go over and select the selection tool, and this will allow you to click and drag your text wherever you want it, as well as allow you to resize the text. Now, if you want to change your font style and font size or the color of the text, you can then do that over on the right hand side. Once you are satisfied with the placement of your text, you will then close out of the legacy menu bar, and you will see that your new legacy title has been added under your project bin at the bottom. Then you can click and drag and place it above your video and crop it to where you want the text to enter. Premiere Pro also offers a set of preset graphics for you to choose from that you can simply go to the graphics tab, scroll down, and whatever one you like, you could click and drag it to the section of video where you'd like it to appear, and then after double clicking on it, you then can edit the text individually there. When it comes to editing your audio, if you go over to your A1 track or the track you have your audio on, and if you go in between the tracks, you'll see this double-sided arrow pop up. If you see that, if you click and you drag down, this will lengthen your audio track, and now you will see this bar in the center, and this is a volume bar, so you can raise it up or down to increase or decrease your volume as needed. When it comes to editing volume for your audio in your video, whether that be from your video clips itself or from a voiceover or music in your audio track, what you need to do is you need to keep an eye on the sound bar to the right that has your right and left audio track channels. And what you'll do is when playing back that audio, if you see that the audio is in the red zone, you'll know that the levels are too high. The ideal spot is around the -12 decimal mark. In between there and around -6 is the sweet spot. If you see it turning from green to orange, then you'll know that it is going too high. If you find that your audio volume levels are still either too soft or too loud, what you can do besides using the bar in the center of the audio track is you can select the individual track and right click it. When you right click it, you can then scroll down until you see audio gain, select audio gain, and from there you can either increase or decrease the volume as needed. Just like there are video transition for your clips, Premiere Pro also offers audio transitions. So let's say you put in music in your audio track, but then you feel that the music comes in too loud and too abrupt. So you don't want to start off with the music right away. Under audio transitions, when you click, you'll see crossfade, and under crossfade, you'll see an effect called exponential fade. You can click and drag this onto the beginning or end of your audio track, and it will provide a fade in or fade out for your audio. There also is a constant gain and constant power transition effect. So if you have your audio clip switching and you want your music to continue to stay at the same level, you can apply the constant power effect. Or if you have music that starts off soft and you want it to get louder, you can add a constant gain.
And here is what the end result will look like once you put all your video and audio clips together in your timeline sequence.
Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in for this little tutorial on how to do some basic editing in Adobe Premiere Pro. I hope you find these tips helpful for yourself. If you have any questions or comments about Adobe Premiere Pro, please feel free to leave them below in the comment section. As always, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to follow my channel for upcoming videos. And until then, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!